Hey everyone, welcome to Kurt's RPM Garage, and in today's video we're going to be talking about why you should absolutely skip the Ford mobile charger if you're buying one of Ford's electrified products. There's three main reasons for this: price, functionality, and reliability. And starting on price, starting last year and before, the price was basically free. They just gave it to you when you bought your product. With everything went crazy with inflation and whatnot, and Ford basically changed their tune on this and is now charging $499 or $500 for everyone. And this is just outrageous for something so limited in functionality and everything like that. It's just not a lot for your money. If you go out into the third-party market, you can get a lot more, and even with some of the OEMs in quotation marks, you can get some pretty good products. And I'll show you what I use and what I went with. We already had a wall-mounted unit. We had an electric vehicle prior to this, and so I just kept it, which is this Emporia unit, which is absolutely fantastic. You can pick these up for $399, basically $400, and it's an excellent unit. It goes up to 48 amps if hardwired. We have ours plugged into a Nema 1450, so it's limited to 40 amps. But even so, that's 10 amps more than the Ford charger can do. And this has so many more features. It has an app you can go on. You can limit the amperage. You can set it to charge only with solar. Just tons and tons of options. And it gives you a lot of data through the app, like how much your usage is, current, draw, all that kind of stuff. So it's an excellent unit if you want to just go the wall-mounted unit, wall-mounted way. But if you are looking just for a mobile unit that you can unplug and take somewhere, which I also wanted to do. My family has a place up in the mountains, so we like to go up there and I'll plug in to a 120 volt for a couple days, basically recharging that time. So what I ended up going with was this, the Tesla mobile charger. So why did I get the Tesla mobile charger? Well, there's a number of reasons. One is the price. This retails for $230 US, which is an excellent value. That's half the price of what the Ford mobile charger comes in at. Comes with the exact same adapters, very high quality unit, and also very large in its scope and functionality, because you can get lots and lots of adapters. I think there's over 12 that you can get of these guys. They retail, I think they're $35 to $45 each. You can see here, I actually have another one that I purchased. This is a Nema 1430 to use as well. And I'll go into why I got that a little bit later. But this is a very high quality unit, like I said. If you go on the forums and whatnot, I see very little failures, which I cannot say of the Ford mobile charger. I go on the forums virtually every day, and I've seen a lot of failures from people reporting, from owners, and also on the Mache forum, same thing. Lots and lots of failures on that. Not saying it's going to happen to everybody. Yours is probably working fine, and that's fantastic. But in general, I see almost no failures with these, but the Ford ones seem to have some teething issues. They're a lot newer, so not totally surprising, but it is what it is. But obviously, this charger has one glaring failure as far as going with a Ford charger, and that is this. This has a NACS charger, or North American Charging Standard, i.e. the Tesla plug, whereas the Lightning and the Mache and basically every other electric vehicle uses the J1772 input plug for AC charging. So this isn't going to work. Or is it? There's an easy way to fix this, and it's this. This is the Lectron 48 amp Tesla or NACS input to J1772 charge plug. Like I said, 240 volt or 120 volt, up to 48 amps. Feels like a very high quality unit. Watched a few videos on some teardowns of these, and they seem very good. They have all the listings they require to be safe, and it just feels like a very high quality unit. When you plug it in, there's a nice audible click. Same thing on here. Just a really nice unit. And this retails for $150. Set this to the side. But these do go on sale quite a bit. I managed to get this one for $100, $99. So really good value. $230 plus $100, that's $330. Or even if you pay full price for this, you're looking at $380 or something. That's $120 to $170 cheaper than the Ford mobile unit. And you have way more adapters available, and you have this, which even if you get the Ford mobile charger, you probably still want something like this. I'm doing some drywall. I got some drywall on there. Because let's say you go on a road trip, you stay at a hotel, more than likely they're going to have the Tesla plug than the J1772 plug for their charger, just because the fact of the matter is there's a lot more Teslas on the road than anything else, so it makes sense. So if you just have the Ford mobile charger, you'd be out of luck. But if you have this, you can just use this with that, or when you're home or at your friend's place, plug these in together, plug them into your car or truck, and you're good to go. So I think this is just a much better option for most people. Don't save the $500, get this, and you'll be able to charge in way more places, charge faster. This is 32 amp versus the Ford charger, which is 30. It's not a lot, but it helps. It's a bit quicker, especially if you're dealing with a big battery vehicle that can save quite a bit of time. And you'll be able to charge at hotels, friends' places. This does not work with superchargers, just FYI. This is only for AC charging, so at home or businesses, not for superchargers. Just wanted to put that out there and make that clear. But yeah, this is an excellent unit, and I think it puts the Ford mobile charger to shame. So yeah. Okay, so we went over price, functionality, and reliability, and the reasons I think most people should get this instead of the Ford mobile charger. I just think it's a better choice with more functionality and all that for a lower price. So this made a lot of sense to me. Now, if you have the Ford mobile charger and it's working great for you and works in everything you do with it, that's fantastic. My argument is just that you could have done that for less, and that's typically what I'm all about. I'm a cheapskate, what can I say? But yeah, now I wanted to go over a couple more adapters I think a lot of people should get for certain situations. I'll give you an example. We used to have a Fiat 500e, which was like a short range EV. And my wife drove that to work instead of her Wrangler most days. And she has about a 50-mile round trip. And a couple days she went to some friend's house, did a few things, and she ended up running out of electricity less than a mile from our house, which was kind of a pain. Not the best thing. We ended up having to call a tow truck, waited for a little while. They came and picked her up, dropped her off on our driveway, plugged in, and it was fine. However, I didn't have the Lightning at the time, and if I did, and I had these adapters, I could have gone over there, plugged her car into the truck, and then she could have been out of there in 20 minutes or so, just to giving her enough juice just to drive home. So to do that with this setup, this is what I would get. First, the back of the F150 with the Pro Power onboard, that means it has the 30 amp 240 volt plug, has this unit. I forget exactly what it's called. It's like a Nema something 30. I'll put a link to this down in the description for Amazon where I got this. And then on the end of this has a Nema 1430 plug. So the reason you get that instead of the 1450 is then you purchase this little guy, this little adapter from Tesla, which plugs in the mobile charger. This is also 1430. And what happens is when you plug this into the Tesla mobile charger, instead of outputting 32 amps, which would overload this will automatically drop it down to 24 amps, which is 80% of 30 amps, which is what you're supposed to do for a continuous load. The Ford mobile charger draws 30 amps, like I said, and this and the plug in the back of the truck is also 30, which I've seen some YouTubers and stuff do that using something like this, same plug on the end with a 1430. And while it works, I definitely think it's a bit over too much, and you run the risk of overheating something. I think it can do it, but to play it safe, you'll definitely want to go something like this, which draws 24 amps instead of 30, so it'll be much safer. So like I said, you can pick this up. They're like $35 to $45. Plugs into that. Then this guy, I think this was 20 or 30. Like I said, I'll put a link to this. And then with all these things, you can plug this in the back of the F150 Lightning and recharge virtually anything. Tesla, non-Tesla, everything. So that's a great setup. I also bought this one with the 1450 on the end. Like I said, do not draw anything above 30 amps is probably okay, but you really want to do it 24 in my opinion. So do not draw 40 amps or 36 or whatever from that. That's too much. But I did buy this. I'm probably never going to use this one, but it was cheap. I think it was like same thing, $20, $30. But with this setup right here, you can charge your Lightning virtually anywhere and recharge other vehicles or anything else from the back of it. So that's the setup I would go with. Like I said, all the links will be in the bottom, except for the Tesla one. I'm not going to link that. Just go to Tesla's website. You can find that. And yeah, this is the setup I think most people should go with. Don't necessarily need this, but these guys right here, great way to go, great value proposition, and will get you virtually anywhere. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.